Up there, in the sky.
It's a bird.
It's a plane.
They actually cannot tell the difference. Faster than an analog signal. More powerful than the BBC. Coming to you from the city of Bradford. It's the Fandomain.
Hello, this is Tuesday the 25th of November 2014, and I'm here with my special expert guest, Nathaniel Miller, also known as the Natman.
That is my superhero name, yes. Oh, crap. Oh, I'll give away my secret identity. Oh, no. Oh, man.
Don't worry, it happens to us all. It happens to us all.
Oh,
All right.
Iron Man's all right.
So, we are here to talk about mainly the big news that happened last time I recorded the Fandomain, which was the Marvel Phase 3 lineup that had to be revealed on the same day as our last recording. It's madness, I tell you. Madness.
They knew.
Let's have a rundown of the future films coming up from Marvel. We've got Captain America Civil War out in 2016.
Yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy 2, Thor Ragnarok, and Black Panther in 2017.
Sorry. I want to ruin the show.
Avengers Infinity War Part 1, Captain Marvel and Inhumans in 2018, and Avengers in 2019. Those are the confirmed ones. So, how are we liking this lineup?
It's too much. It's too much for my brain to handle. No, I'm really excited for these films. I can't wait. I'll be 26 when the last one comes out. Jesus Christ! Yeah. I'm chilling until it comes out. I can't wait, man.
We are that. All right, just for fun, let's compare this to the DC Warner Brothers cinematic lineup coming up from 2016. We've got Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice, Suicide Squad, and Wonder Woman in 2017, Justice League Part 1 in 2017 too. 2018, we've got The Flash, and we've got Aquaman. 2019, we have Shazam, and Justice League Part 2. 2020, we have Cyborg and the Green Lantern. How are we liking this one? To be fair, it's been quite a while since it's been revealed, but, so obviously excitement for that's died down a bit. But literally last night we had big news concerning the Wonder Woman movie.
Oh, yeah.
The director, Michelle McLaren, has been confirmed.
Yeah.
This is extremely exciting.
That makes me a bit happy because she directed someone of Breaking Bad, so it's going to be
exactly.
Fun.
Yeah.
The screen for it's nothing. I can't see anything on the screen. Sorry.
Yeah, the screen in the studio is a bit one-sided, but hey, it's for the host. Come on, give the guess. Michelle McLaren, she comes from a TV background, which, as we know, isn't bad these days. I mean, the two Russo brothers from Captain America: The Winter Soldier, they came from a TV background, and look how well they did. And look how well they could do. They're even helmed to take over Joss Whedon for the whole Avengers thing.
Oh, yeah. Did they direct Arrested Development?
Yes.
I
think it was. Yeah.
Oh, that's a big step, isn't it? Yeah.
It is a very big step.
Weird.
Yeah. But, with Michelle McLaren, like you say, she worked on Breaking Bad, but she also worked on Game of Thrones, she also worked on The Walking Dead, and she used to work on The X-Files as well. Oh. So she basically has fantasy, sci-fi nailed. Yeah. As soon as she was confirmed last night, I was very happy. I thought, yes, because I'm very confident for her. I'm very confident.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be great. It's going to be great. I mean, she's going to, hopefully, she'll get the tone right, and it'll be a great film.
Yeah, I suppose some people will be wondering if the tone's going to be elevated from the Man of Steel tone or just on the same level, because obviously with Man of Steel it's established this new cinematic universe. So, and obviously it works with some people, it doesn't work with others. And Beth, who was on last week's programme, she really wants Wonder Woman to be joyous and colourful and bright and happy, and hopefully that can happen, because nobody's saying you can't have one and the other. So it seems like Disney Marvel and Warner Brothers DC as a whole are doing separate takes. So one's all really fun about it, and the other one's this gritty realism. And like I say, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But it would help if there was a bit of a mix. I think Marvel's trying to do that with the television out there. They're trying to get their Daredevil series first. No, we're excited for Daredevil.
Can't wait for that.
They've said that's going to take a bit more of a darker tone, and it makes sense because it's set in Hell's Kitchen in New York and everything. So with casting announcements as well, we'll carry on with DC first. Obviously, we've got Gal Gadot for Wonder Woman. We've got Henry Cavill returning for Superman, and of course Ben Affleck for Batman. We'll have to wait and see what he does. I mean, we've had weird casting announcements in the past. Everybody hated Heath Ledger's announcement for the Joker, and look what he did with it. So you just don't know. You just don't know until you see the final product.
I think Ben Affleck will be fine. I think I saw him in Gone Girl a couple of weeks ago, and he was fine. Yeah, I think he could do it.
Yeah.
I mean, he's kind of doing it with Daredevil. I mean, that was crap, but
The movie.
I like the film personally. Everyone says that.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. That's the thing. He's got acting chops. It just seems like a strange way to go about it. I mean,
Yeah.
In Zack Snyder's head, if you try and look at it from his perspective, you can see where he's coming from, because he says Batman's more established these days, and so an established actor for Batman against a newcomer for his new take on Man of Steel.
Yeah.
You can sort of see what the mentality is there, can't you? So
Snyder, you need to be fired. That's a bit harsh, isn't it?
yeah, it is actually. It is.
Yeah, he's doing all right.
But that's the thing. He's got so many good ideas, but other things you just think, what are you doing? Never mind. Like I say, we'll just have to wait and see for the future films. I mean, some of them I'm really, really interested in, like Aquaman especially. I'm quite looking forward to, because Jason Momoa as Aquaman, to me, that's quite cool. That's a bit more diversity in the Justice League cast. That's a bit more representation. And he was really blowing the horn for that as soon as he was announced. He was saying, "This is a great day for my people." Oh. I know that's a very crude way of putting it, but that's
My people.
that's basically what I said.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm not sure what take they'd go with him though. I mean, I'm off to read Aquaman comics. I've never really looked into his character, but I wonder what take they go with.
Yeah.
I wonder how he looks in the film. He's swimming. Fish, give me crisps.
Aquaman, of course, one of the most ridiculed major comic book characters. Unfairly, I think we think.
Yes.
Don't we? Yeah,
Yes,
we think it's unfairly ridiculed, because what if something goes down in the ocean? He can sort it out. Yeah? It's like, let's go back to the original superheroes, the Greek gods, the Roman gods, Poseidon, Neptune. Were they ridiculed? I don't think they were. Seafarers, people who sailed the seas, were really scared of them. They were terrifying to them. So Aquaman's got the short end of the stick in terms of popularity, but
He'll surprise us. He'll definitely surprise us.
yeah, I'm really hoping he will too. I mean, it's more or less a given that he might do,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
can't say no to that. And also, we've got Ray Fisher for Cyborg as well, which I don't really know Ray Fisher personally.
Yeah, he's not been around much, has he?
No, but
He's kind of new, kind of.
But the fact that we're getting Cyborg, that's cool as well. More diversity, more representation. It's just like, yeah. So,
booyah! That's what he says in Teen Titans. You better do that in the film. I will pay him.
even Coulson did that in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Yeah. Yeah, and finally, last but not least, Green Lantern in 2020. We are, of course, hoping that it won't be like the Ryan Reynolds.
I think the Ryan Reynolds film is just fun. It's nothing special, but it's just like it's a film. It's fun to watch when you're ironing.
Yeah.
But do you think they'd go with a Jon Stewart instead of Hal Jordan? I'd like them to go with Jon Stewart. He's a nice fellow.
No, yeah, I'd like them to do that, because as well as increasing the diversity, it'll distance itself away from Hal Jordan. I mean, to be fair, when I watched the Ryan Reynolds Green Lantern in the cinema, I didn't mind it. I thought it was a bit of fun.
Yeah.
But obviously, that's about it.
There's nothing else. Mark Strong's really good in that film, though. He's really good at Sinestro.
I liked Sinestro in the film as well. So, yeah. And that brings us to the Marvel Disney cinematic lineup.
Yay.
Which ones are we most excited for?
Something I want to talk about. I'm actually excited for Inhumans.
Yeah.
I really want to see how they envision that. Cause, I've seen a bit of Inhumans in the comics, and they're very interesting characters. They're very weird as well, so I really like to see that. And Black Panther, of course, and Captain Marvel. And all of them. I want to see all of them. Don't make me choose.
I'm quite interested in the casting news for Captain America Civil War because of Daniel Bruhl.
Oh, yeah.
Because of his role in Inglourious Bastards. Yeah, because he played a really...
He was snidey.
Because he was really fixated on Shoshana. So how similar will that sort of character be to his role in Captain America Civil War? Yeah, we know he can do that. What sort of role do you think he'll play it? Because obviously we've got Robert Downey Jr. and Chris Evans, playing the sort of Republican Democrat Democrat sort of vibe. So what part do you think Daniel Bruhl will play?
I actually before I talk about Daniel Bruhl, I actually thought that Iron Man was going to be the villain for the film. I thought he was going to be the main focus, the main antagonist. And I was really interested to see that. But I know they're putting Daniel Bruhl in, and isn't he going to play the guy with the purple face? He's got a crown on or something. I don't remember his name. I watched the an Origins video of him, but I forgot his name. But he's going to play that guy. He's a Captain America villain. But that narrows it down for everyone.
Yeah, that totally narrows it down. I totally know who you're talking about.
But yeah, definitely, I think it's going to be him, even though you don't know who he is. You'll find out later.
This is why I brought Nathaniel onto the Fandomain. He's the comic expert, movie expert as well, so...
I know everything about nothing.
Yeah, something else about Captain America Civil War. I'm not sure if we're supposed to know about this, but we know about this, and that is Chadwick Boseman is going to be in Cap 3, which is exciting because Chadwick Boseman is the Black Panther. So what capacity will he be in? Will he be a supporting role like the Falcon, or will he be like a post-credits thing? What role do you think he'll play in it?
I really want him to be a supporting character, because obviously he's the king of Wakanda, is it?
Wakanda,
yeah. Yes.
See, I know that.
I really hope he's like he plays more of a prominent role in the film instead of just hiya, see you later. Nick Fury and Iron Man. Yeah. Big universe.
Since the Fandomain is a new show, we gotta bring it back to where it all started with Nick Fury and Iron Man, because that worked so well. Marvel knew exactly what they were doing. It basically served two groups of people in the cinema when it was shown. It served all the Marvel fans who screamed at the idea of the Avengers, but it served everyone else to say, holy, it's Samuel L. Jackson. So, yeah, it totally worked. It totally worked. What else have we got? Doctor Strange.
Mr. Strange.
Now, you had a bit of excitement when we went to see The Winter Soldier when Stephen Strange was mentioned, didn't you?
Yes. Oh, he's one of my favourite characters. I just love him. He's just this mystical guy who you go to have a chat with. That's what Spider-Man does. He always goes to him and says, I've got troubles, Doctor Strange. He's like, I will help you, boy.
Now, if you've listened to the previous episode of the Fandomain, we were sort of discussing how desperate Marvel was to get a hold of Doctor Strange, get him started. And you can sort of see why, because he opens up so many possibilities, doesn't it? It's like the introduction of him and Howard the Duck just introduces the whole sideways idea of parallel universes and strange dimensions and everything, and the possibilities.
Endless.
Yeah, exactly. That was him, not me. And in 2017 and 2018, it's not 2 movies per year, it's 3. This is unprecedented. Yeah, 2017, Guardians of the Galaxy 2, Thor, Ragnarok, and Black Panther. Which one are we most eager to see from that?
Oh, Black Panther.
Black Panther, certainly.
But don't get me wrong, I'm definitely excited to see more Guardians. The Guardians was great. I need to see more of that. Thor, Ragnarok, I've heard the story's interesting. I'm going to have to look into that. But yeah, I'll watch it, but I'm not like, pumped for it.
I'm actually really excited about Thor Ragnarok. It's going to be the film that breaks Tumblr. Because I don't know how much you know about Ragnarok in Norse mythology.
Is it the end of all things? I've heard something like
that.
Yeah.
Basically, Ragnarok is the Asgardian apocalypse.
Yeah.
And people die. Really prominent people die. Now, if you've seen the end of Thor the Dark World, someone might have died already. We don't know if he's still alive until, obviously, we get to later movies. Hopefully there'll be more Nordic god elements introduced into Thor Ragnarok, like Sleipnir and whatnot. And yeah, for Black Panther, that's going to be really interesting as well, because Black Panther was hinted at way back in 2010 in Iron Man 2. You know?
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
The map near the end. You know, the concept art for the Black Panther. Have you seen it? It does look really cool. It looks really cool. It's like Batman, but not.
No, the costume's brilliant. I mean, I hope it looks exactly like that in the film as well. It just looks
yeah, because concept art always gives you an idea, but on the screen, a lot of the times it's different. I'd love to see a movie that's just basically made up of concept art for the animation. I just love that, because then you get the really coarse, rough lines and edges and stuff, you know, and they look really epic and awesome in the animation, and it's like it's not refined. It's like it's a bit more raw, you know. I'd love to see that sort of thing come to life, you know.
Yeah, that's really cool.
I'll just write that down.
Marvel, do it now. Okay.
All right. And in 2018, honestly for me, 2018 is going to be one of my most exciting years for Marvel because we've got Avengers Infinity War Part 1, we've got Inhumans, but in between that, we have Captain Marvel. Carol Danvers is coming to the big screen. It's like, yes! And it has been confirmed it is the Carol Danvers Captain Marvel. And yeah, this is absolutely way exciting because, again, referring back to the last episode, we were talking about which films we want to see, and straight away, Kristen and Beth said Black Widow. And that's basically reflecting virtually every woman who is a fan of Marvel, basically saying, where's our Black Widow movie? But for now, Captain Marvel, and I cannot be more excited because I'm reading the new Captain Marvel comic line from Kelly Sue DeConnick. It is amazing. I'm reading a few female-led book titles from Marvel, like She-Hulk and Black Widow, obviously, and Elektra, and the new Miss Marvel, Kamala Khan. We'd love to see a Kamala Khan movie as well, wouldn't we?
I would love that. Would be amazing.
Yeah,
she's the new Spider-Man, in my opinion. She's just underdog kind of superhero that I think everyone needs to see.
Exactly.
Brilliant.
Yeah, and again, diversity, because she comes from an Islamic background. Yeah, totally excited for Captain Marvel. So and the fact that we're going to get another Marvel female superhero that's on par with Wonder Woman from DC
should be tough.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, because we've had Lady Sif from the 4 movies, and
she was awesome as well. Yeah,
she was really brilliant. Even in the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. episode she appeared in, she was amazing then. For Thor: The Dark World, they release like they do with big casts. They release a load of character one-sheet posters, for individual characters. And the one for Lady Sif from The Dark World, everybody was pointing at it and saying, "That's the Wonder Woman poster."
It might as well have been.
Yeah, exactly. And that sort of contributed to the rumour that Jamie Alexander was in the running for Wonder Woman as well. So that would have been cool to see, but...
would have been amazing.
Yeah. But, there are lots of women out there. There are lots of actresses out there that could be a good Wonder Woman. Like there are lots of actors who make a good Batman,
Yeah.
As much as the actors that don't make a good Batman. Never mind.
Clooney.
But, so that's all coming up from DC and Marvel. But for now, we've got Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. We've got Agent Carter coming up in January, which should be really cool as well. I mean, we've seen teasers of that in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 2 for Agent Carter because Haley Atwell appears in a couple of episodes for a couple of establishing flashback scenes to 1945, etc. We're getting a real sense of the tone of the direction for Agent Carter, and it looks really cool. It's just like the Agent Carter one-shot that came out with the Iron Man 3 home release, but as a series. Again, so exciting. So
I need to see it more because it sounded interesting. I've not seen much of it. I'm gonna have to have a look because it sounds really fun. You showed me that the music as well. Well, you didn't show me. You showed me the music. Oh,
I played the music.
Yes.
It's got that thing going on. And next year, Avengers: Age of Ultron.
Yes.
We cannot wait for that. Anything you're particularly excited about Age of Ultron?
Really, I'm most excited for is Ultron. Just to see him on the screen and James Spader's voice, man. Oh, Jesus Christ, it's awesome.
Yeah, if you haven't seen the teaser, listeners, watch it now. There
are no strings on me. He's got eyebrows as well. He's got eyebrows.
Yeah.
It's just weird, but it works. Yeah, it works. He looks awesome. Yeah.
There was literally last night, I think, there was a bit of an interview with Andy Serkis because he isn't just in Age of Ultron as a human character, assuming he is human, but as himself, as a regular actor. But he also helped out with the motion capture for Mark Ruffalo as Hulk and James Spader as Ultron, because motion capture is really evolving now. Lots of people are saying how Andy Serkis's Caesar from Dawn of the Planet of the Apes should be getting some recognition. Yeah, because apparently he did so well. And it's just like way back when, a long time ago, in a galaxy not so far away, when they were filming The Empire Strikes Back. And this was the argument for Yoda, because Lucas felt that Frank Oz's performance of Yoda was so good. He really tried to get him recognised at the Oscars, at least for a nomination. That would be completely acceptable for me, because every time I watch those Yoda scenes from The Empire Strikes Back, when he's talking about the Force and everything, it's just one of those things that it gets you right there.
No, if people don't appreciate the actors who do motion capture, which I think is harder than actually doing it without the CGI all over, because you have to really perform through the CGI.
Exactly, yeah.
So you can see it. It
Yeah,
really annoys
yeah.
me. They're doing a lot of work.
And one thing
Appreciated. Sorry.
Exactly. One thing I find really fascinating is how often motion capture performance and green screen, blue screen acting gets compared to theatre acting, theatrical acting.
Yeah.
And I can totally see that because I've been on stage a few times. So, yeah, motion capture performance doesn't get recognised enough. I believe that's true. You know what also doesn't get recognised enough? Voice acting.
Oh, yes.
Voice
that
act-
is. Oh, that annoys me.
Yeah.
It really does annoy me.
Yeah, because it's like I've spoken to actual people and I've listed roles for certain actors who I really admire, really look up to. And if they do a lot of voice work, they automatically say, "No, that doesn't count."
What do you mean it doesn't count?
It doesn't count because it doesn't count because you can't see them.
Okay.
So it's not real acting or something stupid. Anyway, the point is, we love voice acting.
Right.
Yeah, myself especially, because that's something I want to get into, as you probably gather by my fancy intros for this program. And you really love them as well because of all these superhero cartoons and whatnot, and video games and everything that we play as well. So
Yeah. I just want to yell at microphones all day. Yes.
well, that's exactly what you're doing now. So
Can I get paid? Oh, yeah.
Not today.
So yeah. Anyway, what have we got coming up after Age of Ultron? We have Ant-Man.
More, yeah.
Yeah. Now then, for those who don't know, Edgar Wright was supposed to be directing Ant-Man, and he was really attached to the project since, 2006, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was on board for quite a long time. And unfortunately, last year, or is it earlier this year or last year?
Earlier this year, yeah.
Yeah, earlier this year, he had to drop out because of quote-unquote creative differences. That annoys me as well. You know, what creative differences? Come on. Can't you work it out? Can you meet in the middle for something? Anyway, yeah, he had to drop out for that, and they brought on Peyton Reed to direct Ant-Man. I don't think he's necessarily worse than Edgar Wright, because they would have done completely different directions. Because Peyton Reed did Yes Man,
That's a funny
and I really like Yes Man.
Yeah,
And I don't know how much of that style will translate to Ant-Man, but Ant-Man from the offset was going to be this, very out there movie, not as out there as Guardians of the Galaxy, but still out there, Because it's one of those things where apparently people get confused about that. Ant-Man, does this mean he is half ant, half man? What? Like Spider-Man or what? And when they see it, they think, oh, I get it now. He shrinks down to the size of the man, still got more than power of man. Yeah, I get that. Oh, also, I think it's a rumour, I'm not sure how much of a rumour or confirmed it is, that Hayley Atwell, Peggy Carter, might be in it. Because, of course, we have Hank Pym, who was the original Ant-Man, played by Michael Douglas in the movie. And, of course, as is Michael Douglas, he'll be an old fella in the present day. The rumour is that they'll be flashbacking to, the 40s, the 50s, and, yeah, Peggy Carter might be a part of it. And even a young Alexander Pierce from Captain America the Winter Soldier. Possibly. But there's also talks that may tie into the Agent Carter series as well.
Oh, yeah.
Which would be brilliant, and it would make so much sense. So, because the way that they're going at the moment, they're sort of doing a retrospective in the Marvel Universe, because with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., there's lots of references to stuff that's happened in the past, especially the reoccurring villain at the moment. He was a member of Hydra during World War II, and it's just like, oh my goodness, he's in the modern day, what? So, I hope that isn't a spoiler for anyone.
You ruined it now!
It's in the first episode, so it's not too much of a spoiler, hopefully. Anyway, yeah, it should be fine. And it's like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is setting up Agent Carter, the groundwork for Agent Carter, and it seems like Agent Carter itself may lay some groundwork for Ant-Man as well. So we might get Hank Pym cameo. We'll definitely see Howard Stark in Ant-Man.
Yeah,
that's a given, because we've had a clip already released of Peggy and Howard Carter, Howard Stark.
They're married.
along with the real Jarvis.
Oh, that'll be cool. That'll be really cool.
Because in the comics, wasn't this the case in the comics that Jarvis was Tony Stark's butler?
Yeah.
Yeah.
People forget that.
But when they did the first Iron Man movie, they got rid of the butler because they thought he was going to be too similar to Batman.
Yeah, people want to notice that. Yeah, especially the Dark Knight same year. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. There's similarities with Iron Man and Batman as already. The fact that they are billionaires and they've made themselves into superheroes through their own design suits and stuff. Yeah, they're basically equivalents. So having a butler for Tony Stark would have been a bit too... I'm actually glad for that reason, as well as turning Jarvis into an artificial intelligence system as well for Tony Stark's Malibu mansion. That was a genius move, actually.
Yeah, definitely.
Because it just shows you Tony Stark's genius as well and all that. And, of course, it gives Paul Bettany, a sort of reason for his upcoming role in Age of Ultron. No spoilers here. I mean, what we know about Paul Bettany in Age of Ultron already, I don't think it's that much of a spoiler. But they haven't sort of revealed how that ties into his previous role as well.
Yeah.
So
we'll leave it.
So we'll leave that there. But the idea of Jarvis now being Tony Stark's father's butler, is a good idea, and it sort of lays the groundwork for the Jarvis AI system as well.
Yeah, I like that. I really like that. That's really cool. Yeah,
it's really cool. And because of that as well, with the AI system, Jarvis is an acronym for just a rather very intelligent system. and there's that gag in the first episode of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. where Maria Hill says to Ward, what does S.H.I.E.L.D. stand for? Strategic Homeland Intervention, Logistics Division, blah, blah. And what does that mean to you? It means someone really wanted our initials to spell out S.H.I.E.L.D. and that's why there's a rumour going around that Peggy Carter wanted S.H.I.E.L.D. to be called S.H.I.E.L.D. because of Captain America's shield. But likewise, Tony Stark could have really wanted the AI system to be called Jarvis because of Jarvis, and so made it into an acronym to stand for something else. So yeah, it's all connected. Hashtag it's all connected.
All coming together.
Yeah. In other news, going back to Wonder Woman, there will be arriving to our comic stores soon. It's a Trap Comics on Mark Street, don't forget.
Plug in.
Yep, plug in. Hey, that's for you, Beth. There will be arriving soon a Wonder Woman 77 series. And I've just realised it's a digital series as well. Oh, sorry. Hopefully it'll be in print as well. But anyway, go to It's a Trap anyway. It's a trap! So, they did a Batman 66 series based on the Adam West TV show. And now they're going to do a Wonder Woman 77 based on Linda Carter, which is reflecting what DC did back then. It's history repeating itself.
I like that's really cool. That's really fun. Yeah. It's having fun with comics. I love it.
Yeah.
Wonder Woman. She had a skateboard once, didn't she, in a TV show?
I can't remember. I remember her hanging off a helicopter once, and Linda Carter actually did that herself. It's just like, yes! No need for a stunt team. Oh, speaking of real-life superheroes, did you hear about the real-life Magneto kid?
Oh, yeah.
This is crazy. This is a kid from Russia called Nikolai Kryaglachenko. I'm sure I've pronounced that right. But, it basically got an electric shock, and he can stick things to his chest. And then... It looks really funny. But, no, seriously, you can attract metal. We're not sure, but... We're wondering how long this will last because, like anything like this, it might wear off. So, but let's hope for his benefit that it'll go on forever.
I've heard.
Let's hope his power, increases. we can have a real life brotherhood of mutants.
That's a wish, isn't it? I will destroy everyone. Kneel before me.
I would prefer him as president to Vladimir Putin. So yeah, that's cool with me. That's cool with me. And also, another real life superhero moment. Did you hear about the Mark Ruffalo hulking out thing?
I think I did. Yeah.
This is brilliant. This is brilliant because Mark Ruffalo on Jimmy Kimmel in America, I think it was. He basically told this anecdote about recently he was at his daughter's preschool. just doing dad things like colouring in with her and all sorts. And one of his daughter's friends, must have been about 4 or 5 years old or something, was just staring at him. So, are you the Hulk? He doesn't confirm it straight away. His daughter shouts, "Yes, he's the Hulk!" And I think he said that the kid said something like, "Yeah, are you going to Hulk out? Can you turn into the Hulk?" And then Mark Ruffalo, bless him, he basically just started puffing himself up, and he said, "No, don't! You'll break the school." No.
Break the school. Oh, kids are like, I love that. She's so concerned about the safety of others.
Yeah. But you know what this says? How far digital animation has come these days. Oh, dear. Brilliant.
Oh, I love that scene. Puny guy.
Right, we're going to go to a break now.
Break.
We're going to go to a break now, so here's Seal with Kiss from a Rose, as featured in Batman Forever. And we're back. And this is a segment I like to call Down to Earth, where we talk about what's been going on, what we've been doing, and what's coming up. So, keeping with the Batman theme, have you heard about the new stuff about NECA and their Batman figures?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
This is amazing. This is a journey. This is an incredible journey. Basically,
I want one. I need it.
Basically, what happened is, the deal is that Mattel owns virtually all the rights to merchandise from the DC universe, and that includes all the 3 3/4-inch action figures, all the vehicles, including Hot Wheels stuff, because Mattel owns Hot Wheels. So every piece of Batman merchandise, well, nearly every piece of Batman merchandise is most likely Mattel. So
They're rich.
So NECA, which is an amazing company, I recommend you go check them out right now, because just pause the program, go check them out. Because they produce mainly adult collector range figures, like more for teenage years upwards, and you'll find them in Forbidden Planet. You'll find Predator figures, Alien figures, games like Portal and Team Fortress, and they're just doing Planet of the Apes right now. Pacific Rim figures as well, Godzilla figures, and typically they'll be the figures that are in those clamshell packaging that's really difficult to open. You need a buzzsaw to get in. But no, they're really super quality figures at affordable prices, and this isn't. I suppose this is a plug for NECA, for NECA's benefit, but also for a local benefit, because you can go to Leeds and pick some up now. The Forbidden Planet in Leeds, or you can go to Collector World in Halifax, which stock a few NECA things as well. So go now, go.
Okay.
Anyway, the point is, NECA also produce quarter-scale action figures, which are, super huge, like 18 inches or something, depending on the scale of the actual character itself. Because obviously quarter-scale predators are bigger than regular quarter-scale people. So and they have both Marvel and DC rights, NECA, but only for quarter-scale figures, which is why you see the big boxes, like the big Iron Man box, the big Thor box, or the big Man of Steel box, or big Batman boxes.
Big Batman box.
And so far, NECA have not been allowed at all to produce accurate figures at the 7-inch scale based on DC figures, because that will infringe upon Mattel's rights and license clash and everything.
That's weird.
Yeah,
it kind of makes sense.
It sort of makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
If one company does one scale, basically the other company can't do that scale.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
So the first thing that NECA did to get around it was they created this subline, as it were, for game figures. And they used licenses they already had, like Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday the 13th, and Predator as well, RoboCop, to create figures based on their looks from the 16-bit, 8-bit games from the 90s, and they look super freaking cool. I mean, you wouldn't mind the RoboCop one, would you?
I would like that one.
Go get it now. It's Forbidden Planet.
I'm probably never gonna buy one of them because I always forget they're there. I've got.
I shoved one in your face the other Saturday. Come on.
I'll put it in my house and I'll put it there and I'll see it. I'll go, oh yeah. And then like a month later, I'm like, oh yes.
Oh, you got it. Yeah.
So yeah. But yeah, I think they're really cool to look at. They're very well designed.
Yeah. Well, this is the big difference between NECA and McFarlane. McFarlane used to, they definitely used to produce. They produce statues. NECA produce action figures. So there's a big difference.
You can move them.
Yeah, that's why they're called action figures. Yeah. But yeah, anyway, yeah, NECA got around the Mattel license by creating a video game appearance-based 7-inch Batman based on the Michael Keaton game / film. And that was a real stroke of genius that they managed to do that. It was really cool. And they basically said to all their fans, all their collectors, look, you can buy this now and repaint it yourself. NECA are totally cool with allowing people to customize their figures. I'd be livid because I appreciate the design and quality. I'm one of these people that appreciates the design and quality that's gone into it already. It just feels like. It just feels like for me, if I tried doing that, I'd be dismissing all the hard work that's been put into it already. So
artistry.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So NECA released this purple blue looking Batman figure, and they basically got around the whole image rights license thing because if they produced it in the original screen accurate colours, they would have infringed upon the rights. So what they've done now is that they haven't infringed upon the rights, but they have somehow got around it again by producing a screen accurate colour version, a black version of the Batman figure from '89 Batman. But they've managed to do that so that you can release it with a special edition of the '89 Batman Blu-ray in North America or the USA, really.
Better get it best.
Yeah. Yet again, all props to NECA. They've managed to do this because you serve your fans well if you can do this. But as someone pointed out on NECA's Twitter, as soon as they announced that Batman figure release, probably half the collecting world were halfway through customizing their video game Batmans, painting them black and looking at the news and going, no.
Just slamming it on the ground. It's okay. No, I was printing for you. Poor people.
But really cool news.
Yeah, definitely.
But what's happened in the past few days is that since that announcement of the 7-inch screen accurate Batman with the Blu-ray release, there's been a bit of legal wrangling with I think it was eBay.
Yeah.
It was either eBay or Amazon.
What, eBay?
Yeah, I think it was eBay. And basically what happened was that people who tried to buy this figure / Blu-ray combo from outside the USA, they basically got a legal notice from Warner Brothers saying, you can't do this. And again, all props to NECA. They managed to sort this legal issue out, so now people outside the USA can buy it online now. So it's all good. So go buy the thing.
That's a weird. No foreigners. That's weird. Isn't it? Oh yeah, but NECA, yeah, they've decided. NECA are really nice to their fans. They're really they're fan service. Aren't they?
If you go on the Twitter feed, there's a guy behind the Twitter feed called Randy Falk, and he's the product development. He's the head of product development at NECA, and he is so affable. He's just he's just an all-around cool guy because, he responds to as many people as he can. He answers queries, even if they've been asked dozens upon dozens of times. Like, when's this figure going out? When's this figure going out? When's this figure? And, sometimes he'll get annoyed and say, just look at the feed. I just answered this 2 minutes ago.
No, he's like, hey, man, just look at the feed, man. It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah,
I've got you.
Yeah, but all props to him, man. Yeah, yeah, he does what he can, and what he can is amazing. So,
And that's all you can do.
yeah, that's all you can do. Keeping with the Batman theme, and Michael Keaton as well, you've been to see Birdman, haven't you?
Yes.
What's your verdict?
Oh, Jesus Christ. I have to say, I'm talking to you as a human being. You need to see it with your eyeballs.
Is that a recommendation for the listeners as well?
Let's just watch it now. Seriously, I love that movie. It's the best movie I've seen all year. Christ Almighty! I'm talking to anyone about the film. I'm unleashing now. It's shot really well. It's style is it's trying to take the look of a one take throughout the whole film, so the whole film's a one shot.
Oh yeah, a bit like Rope.
Yeah. Except that you can tell it fakes it sometimes, which is not a problem. But it really works for the film. It works for the characters. I mean, the character is Michael Keaton. He was a celebrity called Birdman. He was a superhero, and now he's trying to reclaim his celebrity by making a play. He's kind of going
like a lot of celebrities are doing these. It's basically, from what I'm gathering, it's basically like a satire on that sort of thing, isn't it?
Yeah. It's really good.
Like washed up celebrities.
But no, the style works for the film. It really makes us feel like we're going insane like him. The music's
No spoilers. Yeah.
But the music, man, I love the music, the drums. I'm gonna stop talking now, so I'm gonna just go and watch it. It's really good.
All right. That's your recommendation for this week, Birdman.
When does it drop? It drops in January. No, yeah.
All right.
I watched it.
Yeah, because you watched it at the Leeds Film Festival, didn't you?
Sorry, guys. But I did hear it's coming out in Bradford on the 28th.
I think so.
That's Birdman.
Yeah. So that's your recommendation for this week, Birdman by Natman. What else have we done? We have done Thought Bubble in Leeds on the 15th and the 16th. And that was the end of the Thought Bubble Festival. The weekend end for it. How do you think that went?
I'm not one for crowds, so going there wasn't a big I was excited to go, but just the crowds, the damn crowds. It was pretty quiet. It was pretty quiet there. So I think I had a chance to explore
we got there quite late in the afternoon, like 3 o'clock on both days for me. Which was really annoying, but well, for me, obviously I'm not much of a crowd person either, but when it's a crowd to do with stuff I like, then I'm all for it, because on Saturday the 15th. I went as Captain Jack Harkness, and I got so much recognition for it. I just thought, my people, you are my kin. And then
that was cool.
Yeah. I got a picture with the Fifth Doctor, Peter Davison. not actually Peter Davison, but the Fifth Doctor. And we saw a very cool John Hurt Doctor cosplay as well. He looks so much like him. Oh, this is a bit of a name drop because I've met John Hurt in person at the Media Museum quite a few years ago now, and he is considerably shorter than this cosplayer. This cosplayer was over 6 foot, way over 6 foot. John Hurt's more like me. He's like 5'8", 5'9" or something, and the difference is so stark, Yeah, but no, this cosplayer in Thought Bubble, he had the costume down to a T. Even his hair looked just like him,
Use him as stunt double, man.
yeah, exactly. But yeah, and speaking of John Hurt's Doctor, on the following Sunday, the 16th, I went as the next regeneration as Christopher Eccleston's Doctor, because this is something else I'll be mentioning on the Fandomain frequently, is the fact that Christopher Eccleston's Doctor is my Doctor, and and basically, I'm so proud. Yeah, I know pride is a bit. Oh, steady on there, but no, I am so pleased with the Doctor look I've put together. Yeah, for Christopher Eccleston. I've got the jacket. I've got everything. The jacket's next to me right now. But
it feels nice too.
Yeah. Yeah, it's real leather as well, so it's got the smell. So, you need smell-o-vision for your radio. Yeah.
The future.
The future, the past. Fantastic.
So yeah, I was so happy with anyone on that Sunday who recognised who I was. Because obviously with Captain Jack Harkness, it's easy to recognise him. It is so much more obvious. But with the Ninth Doctor, he's got such a toned-down costume that you have to be somewhat in the know to actually look and say, I know who you are. So yeah, that was Thought Bubble in Leeds. I mean, we attended some panels as well. Like we attended a panel about women in comics and other media as well, similar to what a bit more in depth than what we tried talking about on the last Fandomain. But yeah. And it came from this forum called Ladies Do Comics, all one word, and ladies is spelt LAYDEEZ. So yeah, .com. So have a look at that and see what you think.
Ladies.
Ladies. So yeah, anything we're looking forward to in the future?
I knew my man would be a blank if you asked me that question. What? Oh, Arkham Knight, the game. Arkham Knight, I saw a trailer.
A new trailer for Arkham Knight?
Oh, that game, I can't watch it. It's too nice. It's too nice.
Too nice.
It just can't be real. It was fantastic. I mean, Kevin Conroy's back as Batman. Yeah, Arkham Knight's amazing.
Going back to voice actors again, Kevin Conroy, definitely.
Oh, yeah, it's great.
Definitely a staple in the DC acting universe, DC voice acting universe. Any movies we want to be seeing soon?
My mind's a blank. The small guys. It's small people film.
The Hobbit, the Battle of the Five Armies.
I'm gonna call it small people now.
That's offensive. Come on, it's a community. Jumping master bod.
The clinical term is hobbits.
Yes, the Hobbits, the Battle of the Five Armies. Most of them are dwarves. There's only one Hobbit. That's why it's called the Hobbit. Come on.
They're all small people.
All smells is precious. Really looking forward to it, and obviously we will learn and talk more about it in future instalments of the Fandomain, as it.
Getting excited for it.
So, yeah, and I think that's it, actually. Yeah. That's it. No, that's not all, because apart from that episode being recorded in November, there's quite a bit of time to fill, and this is now the 19th of December, so quite a bit has happened since then. Let's have a quick rundown and quick update. In the DC world, a recent interview with Amy Adams revealed that her Lois Lane in Batman vs Superman: Dawn of Justice will share scenes with Wonder Woman and Aquaman, and it's suggesting that Lois Lane, her character, will be filling in sort of Director Fury role from the Marvel movies, sort of going around the different superheroes and recruiting them, which is super cool, I think, because it gives her a much larger role than we must have thought she would have, with all the different heroes in it. Whilst on the DC front, the first issues of the new Batgirl costume have appeared, the new snazzy practical costume with the snap-off cape and everything. Marvel have only just the other revealed the new Spider-Woman look, and it seems there's a bit of a parallel there. Marvel have looked at the new Batgirl and thought, oh, let's do that for one of ours. So the new Spider-Woman costume is very nice and snazzy as well. And whilst we're on Spider People for the Marvel Universe, it looks like the Disney Marvel Cinematic Universe could be inserting Spider-Man into one of their future movies. There are lots of reports going around saying this, that and the other, especially with the Sony hacking scandal that's just been going on. So yeah, not looking too good for Sony at the moment. But in better Marvel news, since the last Fandomain, we've definitely had an official confirmation from Marvel itself that Benedict Cumberbatch will be playing Doctor Strange. Now, I discussed this with both Kristen and Beth on the first episode of the Fandomain, but I had to cut that out because it didn't seem right to leave that in because it was like a premature announcement. Anyway, here's what we thought back then in October. So, yeah, we mentioned Doctor Strange just a minute ago. Recent casting news that Benedict Cumberbatch will be playing the lead role. Very exciting. What do we think about this?
He's getting a lot of roles at the moment, isn't he? He's very popular right now.
Very popular.
That's very understandable.
He's a good actor. I think he could do the role quite a lot of justice, and I think he looks the part as well.
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah. I mean, when I told you earlier, you sort of had a bit of excitement.
You didn't even have to say the last name.
Exactly.
Benedict. Oh.
Yeah, I literally just said Benedict. Yeah. Pardon me. Yeah, we all know who that is. Yeah, and as I mentioned earlier, one of my friends, the Nat Man. Yeah, hopefully he'll be on the Fandomain soon as well. One of my friends just calls him Cucumber Man. He's got one of those names that's got such a distinctive rhythm and sound that even if you have a virtually unrelated word in place of it, you know who it is. like they came across lots on. There were lots of these. Odd text posts on Tumblr, and one of them said Brandywine Cumble Snatch. Yes, we know who that is. So it's stuff like that. Yeah. And we're back to December. Right, so you're all prepared for time travel now. Okay. So continuing with new Marvel news, if anyone's caught up with the mid-season finale of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 2, oh my goodness, things were revealed. I'm not going to spoil it for anyone who hasn't seen it, because I don't think Channel 4 have got to that point just yet by the time this will be broadcast. But yeah, suffice to say, there are big things related to for the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and I will say one word as a clue. 3. That's it. And continuing with Marvel TV, Daredevil looks set to be released in 2015 on Netflix, followed by the next Defenders title, Jessica Jones, because Kristen Ritter has been cast as the Super Sleuth. So it looks like the Jessica Jones series has been moved up the roster, as it were, because Daredevil was definitely going to be the first one, but I don't think we knew that Jessica Jones would be the second. It's cool either way. I'm wondering if it's part of a big female push to get more female characters up there, which is commendable, obviously. Speaking of which, still excited about the Captain Marvel announcement, Carol Danvers. And if anyone's a Captain Marvel fan here in Bradford, I would suggest going to my Twitter, SwiftAgent24, and having a look at a photo I posted month before last. Basically, up on North Parade, they had 2 8-pointed stars. Any Captain Marvel fans will know that that's the symbol on her chest. I took a photo of one of them, I posted it to Twitter, and I tagged Kelly Sue DeConnick on it. She's the current Captain Marvel writer in the comics, and I'm quite sure, I can't remember off the top of my head, but I'm quite sure she retweeted it, and her followers got onto it as well, so it's like, yay, exposure. So yes, that was very cool. And speaking of this big female push that Marvel seem to be going for, I hope that it's not just in front of the camera, I hope it's behind the camera as well, because obviously the diverse element in the creative process is good as well. I would suggest Rachel Talalay if they're looking for directors for the TV series, especially Jessica Jones and the Defenders. Rachel Talalay just did the series finale, 2-part finale of Doctor Who Series 8, which I thought was fantastic. And Rachel Talalay herself is, she is a very, very clever woman. She's so tuned in, and she totally gets these genres as well. She's worked in She's worked for Supernatural. She's worked for a few sci-fi fantasy shows. So I would recommend her, even for one of the features, like Captain Marvel, maybe, or maybe Black Widow in the future. But we shall see. Speaking of Doctor Who, though, I'm assuming this is going out on Christmas Day. So if it is, then it's probably going to be on air before the Christmas special of Doctor Who last Christmas. We'll be talking more about that on future episodes of the Fandomain, which we've already recorded, and then later we'll be talking about after seeing it afterwards, after seeing it, and yeah, it's all timey-wimey. There you go. You got your get out jail free card there for any Doctor Who stuff. We'll be talking about that in future shows. So all that remains for me to say is a very Merry Christmas from the Fandomain. I shall now hand back to the Natman from a month ago to say goodbye.
The end. Watch Batman! Watch it! See you later, guys.
You have been listening to The Fandomain. Your host has been Adam Medalinsky, with special guest expert Nathaniel Miller, a.k.a.
The Netman.
Kristen Rose, and Beth Whitaker. We hope you can throw sci-fi at the wall with us too, next time you tune into The Fandomain on BCB Radio 106.6 FM, tuned into Bradford.